And we are live. What's going on? This is Bobby Knight, the Night Trader. We are watching as the market bleeds out, but it has made a small recovery in the last, I want to say, about an hour or so, about 40 minutes actually. Yeah, actually, I'm wrong. About an hour. We've been recovering a little bit. I drew some trend lines on the Dow Jones Industrial Average right now. You could see that the bleeding started the second the market opened. We made a little bit of a tip right to this trend line, and then bam, a little bit of a recovery back over this previous resistance, back up to the trend line, and all the way down. And then it seems like we are recovering nicely right now. Bitcoin is still holding strong at 47,894. Looks like it moved right in tandem with the market. We have a lot of stocks to look through today, as well as crypto. I got it all here. Anybody has any questions, go ahead and throw them in through the chat. Besides that, we are just watching the blood run through the streets and seeing if there's any opportunities for us. So give me a moment. I am just setting up a few things. This stream probably was not planned. I did not plan on having this today, but it is happening anyway. So we are rocking and rolling with it. Just taking a sip of that coffee as I watch the world burn down. Okay, so let's go back to the Dow Jones for a second. I am also going to, I got a little bit of a crazier chart here. Let's take a look at AMC right now. You know what? Let's go to Tesla first. Tesla had a huge dip. Come on, baby. Up, we are at Tesla. Okay, so 539 was our 539 was our low of the day. Sorry, Siri is going off of my, stop it, Siri. Going off of my ear. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make that thing stop, because she's always talking at the wrong time. I got in a buy actually at about 570. I'm only sitting on about small dog shares, 3 shares right now. I bought one at 650, I think 2 days ago. Bled out yesterday, another one at 609, and then at 570 today. Didn't have the heart to keep going. Didn't know where this was going to end. Kind of stopped looking at the market, you know, when all this was happening, right around there. I put a couple buys in. I started averaging down on a few of my positions that I still believe in, and then I moved on and just kind of went and did some other stuff. So okay, so you're going to hear some feedback real quick. All right, I don't know what's going on with the market going down as well. My what do you call it? My internet is going down as well. So we're just looking at the trade flash right now. There's been a big delta trade on Nokia. Looks like sell 9,124 contracts for 100 to expire July 16th, 21 calls. So looks like that was traded for a 136,094.89 total deltas. Tesla testing up. Sorry, that was about 943. So we're just holding on to the trade flash right now. We are looking around. We are watching things bleed out. It looks like AMC has actually come back up. Let me get these back in alphabetical order so I could find them. AMC recovering strong. Let's get a little less of a crazy, let me get some less indicators on here for you. Yeah, so this is the one I like to put up. Now, anything on here is not indicators. That's just me with my support resistance, usually legacy support and resistance. Oh, look at that. So let's just go ahead and add another one in right there. So we're going to horizontal line right at where we ended. I'd like to really get to the tip. Right there should be good. So we're going to show that. I'm going to thicken that up because we're going to want to stay above that for the day. So now you can tell this is the day. I might even want to put some text on it. Excuse me. I haven't been feeling so great. Probably going to tell my my boss that I might have some issues with coming in tomorrow, but we'll find out about that. So do not drop below 770 today. Okay, let's go ahead and put that in. Do not drop below 770. There it is. So I'm just going to leave that right there. Might even make that into a TikTok video later. This is looking real nice, though. It looks like it came down pretty strong, but we're almost back. We're almost back at where we started the day off. Actually, we started the day off over here, came up a little bit, faked out, and then bam, resistance all the way down. So this usually happens in the first, I mean, this has been happening in the past few days, in the first few minutes of open. So we're almost expecting it at this point, but we are seeing some nice recovery. The only thing that was really up in the morning, it's down right now, but GameStop was wrecking it this morning while everything else was dying. And GameStop is looking like it's getting to the oversold area, probably for a recharge to jump up again. I don't think GameStop. I think GameStop is going to respect this support and bounce right back off. Where it will go, I do not know, but we are looking to break 150.86. That's what we're looking for today. Any questions? Go ahead and throw those through in the chat. Right now, I'm still trying to get my internet back in perfect order, really. Everything is kind of malfunctioning around me, but that's okay. That's just we you know, when we have problems in life, we just go ahead and adapt. Looks like my Bluetooth threw my headphones off of my phone, and a few of my computer screens are stopping, but the internet's not doing as good as what do you call it? As AMC. AMC is coming back. AMC is coming back, beauty. Just getting that coffee in. All right, so make sure my solos are in range. Oh, maybe they're off. Maybe they died. Nope. 3 bars on it. I got 3 little dots. There we go. All right, and let me just go ahead and see where I'm at. Sometimes I got to listen to the stream just to see how far back the internet has put me. Oh, not too far back. Not too far back. Oh, we are back in excellent condition. Beautiful. So our stream is now at... Yeah, not too bad right now. Not too bad. All right, great. So we're rocking and rolling. We're cooking. GameStop is good. Let me just go ahead and back down the sound because we are almost exactly on point with everybody else. I have turned off my cameras for the house because... Number 1, bring it on if you want to do something here. Number 2, I need that internet to be coming to all my computers. I also have a Bitcoin miner right now that is ripping and rocking and rolling. It is currently set on nice hash just to be lazy about it because mining is a pain. And setting up all the different settings that it takes to mine correctly is a huge pain. I haven't been well versed in it in years, but I do still have my rig and I do still run it to this day. I might even pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. It's in my living room in the corner, just blasting away 24 hours a day. Bitcoin, let's take a look. Bitcoin on Kraken is still holding at 48. I'm not going to pull that chart up just yet because this is we are talking about stocks, trying to focus on stocks. Now, if anybody wanted to ask a question related to cryptocurrencies, I will be more than happy to answer it. But if nobody wants to talk about it, then I'm just going to keep going about my business. Okay, so let me just pull this up on my desktop for a second and see if this baby is still running. I did turn it off before just because of the internet issues, and I wanted to get the full stream capabilities. But okay, let's see. I don't know if I want to. Looks like looks like I can't really bring it up right now. Well, I'm going to take a look at my phone. And it looks like I'm doing 0.28703 milli Bitcoin per day at 1365 USD per day. It is currently mining, but I cannot bring it up on my computer. Like I said, the internet, it's been a pain. Oh, what's going on here? GameStop's broken some support. Oh, broke some support for a second, ran down to the 0.5, and then ran right back up, but it looks like it's really trying to push through this line. Let's see. If our volume comes up over the average, it will push through, and it just did that. So look at that. Real-time predictions happening right in front of your eyes. Okay, so... Wow, we got a lot of legacy resistance and support here. A lot of legacy resistance and support. I might at some point change all these colors to show you where it's at, but for now, with the channel being this small, unless there is something specifically that you want to know, I am going to go about my business as usual and just go ahead and live stream it. Let me just disconnect trying to get in touch with my rig. Hopefully, I mean, it says it was still on according to my phone, so we're rocking and rolling. Once again, I am Bobby Knight. This is the Night Trader channel. If anybody has anything to say, any questions, just go ahead and let me know, because we are rocking and rolling right now. We are looking at a nice rebound for the markets. Let's go ahead and take a look at the NASDAQ, the Dow, and the S&P. We're finally seeing some green. We banged down negative 2.56% on the NASDAQ. Looks like negative 1.08% on the S&P 500 and 0.5% on the Dow Jones. Dow Jones leading as usual. It looks like they found a little bit of a bottom. Let's not W this out. Let's just keep this as a V and keep rocking and rolling. Let's imagine this is March 23rd at the very, very, very bottom of the drop, and we are going to do nothing but go up from here. That's what we're hoping for. That's what we're hoping for. All right, so we're seeing some green. It is coming back. Hopefully it will extend throughout the world. Wow, entire market coming back. Loving that. Loving that. Let's see. I don't even know. Wow, my watch list has grown exponentially. Looks like some CHPT shares down for a 7 straight session, down 14%, fell 14% on the day prior as well. In charging station / EV space, Blink, BLNK is down 8%. Tesla is down 5.5%. Let's see. I'm just trying to pull up more news. I'm just going to let this baby go all the way down so that we can get as much. GME at 1249. That is right now fading almost back to flat as markets bounce. And like I said before, GameStop was the only one running before. We had hit that 150 mark. It seems like it's almost inversely correlated with the entire market right now. And, you know, that's the issue with these meme stocks, is that they are throwing off, well, not just the meme stocks. It's not us, but the hedges fighting back at us trying to make some money is throwing off the entire market. That with the addition of 10-year bonds, the yields, 10-year treasury bonds just blasting through at 1.55. This is causing a lot of people to pull out for whatever reason. And then Jerome Powell speaking yesterday did not help either. But there is a whole lot more when it comes to that. Like I said, unless anybody has any questions, I'm not going to waste my time analyzing that. I am analyzing price action right now. This is how I normally do it. The only difference between what I'm doing right now and what I normally do is that I'm talking about it as I do it. So this is exactly what I would be doing, whether you were here or not. So I figured, why not, you know, get this channel going and bring everybody in on the conversation. Now, let's see. So AMC looks like it's fading a little bit at this resistance line. It did try to break through. The 200 is up at 811. It seems like it's flattening out horizontally, which we would actually like it to go vertically up rather than have this dip. It held over this support, but it just kept going down. Hopefully with this recovery, we can actually blast this baby back up. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, we can look into short interest. We could look into the possibility of any squeezes happening today. We did have a mini one yesterday, but it was only about 20. What was it? Let's see. Where was that pump from yesterday? Was it here? 747 to 902. Oh, this is 26, so we are going way far back. I apologize for that. I think it was right here. Oh, nope, there it was, because I remember in my little TikTok video I made. So we had found almost the bottom. The bottom was about 749, but people bought that back up till about 763, which they felt was a fair price. 769 happened, and then boom. But they just attacked it from there, and either profits were being taken and people were shorting, and that brought us back down into the 7 range. Now we are back up fighting to get into that 8 and stay there. To get into that 8 and stay there. Look at that 52-week range. And we're right here. We got a whole lot of upside. Whole lot of upside to get back to. Okay, so, and we are holding with diamond hands, but like I have said a million times before, everybody's financial situation is different. Don't let anybody bully you into anything. You know, we can sit here and scream, hold diamond hands, diamond hands. If you have a mortgage payment, if you have a payment for your child, a medical payment, something like that, and you need to pull your money out, you pull your money out. You do what you have to do for you. The movement is not for everybody. The movement is for people that can afford to sit there and watch their accounts bleed out until something eventually happens. Now, We've had a couple of squeezes here, but let me ask you a question. How many people aren't hedge fund people? How many people are retail investors? And how many people that aren't shorting sold out right here? You know what? I bet more than a few. Now, they will say no one sold, no one sold. Personally, I think we're getting fed a lot of crap. That's what I think. I still down for the movement, still holding AMC, still holding GameStop. But if you think that I'm not going to get out once we see double digits, I mean real double digits, you know what, let me take that back, because that would be like 10. Until when we see 20s and 30s, when we start seeing those gains that we saw from the original squeeze, I got news for you. I'm cutting my position in half, and I'll let the rest ride, but I need to do some risk management. It's all about risk management. Oh, diamond hands, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's great for you. Now, the dude that needs to pay his mortgage off, that put all of his money into GameStop and is now bleeding out, yeah, he needs to sell once that comes into the green. And don't you make him feel bad about it. The movement is not for everybody. I'm about it. I like it. But you know what I actually like even more than a movement and proving hedge funds wrong? I like making money better. I don't got like, yeah, they're scumbags and they do shady crap. But at the end of the day, I need to pay my mortgage. I need to pay my bills. So, you know, if we come back in and I make a significant profit, I'm going to sell a good amount of it. I'm not going to lie to you. There's transparency for you. I'm here to make money. I'm not here to stroke your ego. I'm not going to say, hey, man, if you subscribe, I'm going to buy 1,000 AMC. That is corny. You are corn. Now, you know, people do what they got to do. That's fine. You know, I respect everybody that's doing their things on YouTube, but I'm not going to sit here and say, if you do this, I'm going to do that. You know, not at least at this point. Maybe later, you know, I could possibly do that once I'm actually making some money off this or whatever it is. But until then, until it's anything more than just a conversation between me and you, I'm not going to ask you for anything. You don't want to like and subscribe? Don't bother. That's fine. If you want to watch, don't want to watch, that's cool too. I'm going to do this whether you're here or not. So let me just go back into the charts real quick and not rant anymore right now. AMC giving back some gains. We're sitting on the VWAP for the 5 minute. I don't know why I'm on a 5 minute. I want to go back to the minute, because the minute is where I like to watch my price action when I am day trading. Unfortunately, let me just pull up my portfolio for a second. Am I still having internet problems? Let's see. My stream is healthy, as if I'm at the urologist. All right, let me go to positions. All right. Woo! Came back some. We came back some. All right, AMC 791 on Ameritrade. I'm going to put in some sells for 14 if we hit that, you know, eventually. You know, let's take a look at the short interest, because, you know, if I am part of this, I might as well be doing what all the rest of them do as well. Now, I'm noticing that a lot of YouTubers are banding together. They're doing streams together, and that is so cool. I just hope that I don't alienate any of them while I'm doing what I do, because I'm not really here to kiss your ass. I'm not really here to say what you want to hear. I'm here to say what I want to say. That's what this channel's for. Don't like it, leave. That's fine. Let's go ahead and look at the short interest on AMC. I'm going to go ahead and check that up with fintel.io. AMC short interest. All right, give me a moment. I'm going to pull that up. So as of 2 hours ago, 300,000 short shares were available. Yesterday, I think it was double that. It was double that yesterday. So, yeah, I mean, we are coming to the point where I might want to actually buy this or get a subscription to this. I've been trying not to, just because I like to save money, and, you know, they give away so much for free. And at the end of the day, what are we about on this channel? Making money. That's it. I'm not about, I got to be honest, it's called Night Trader. This isn't called Make the World a Better Place Trader. I mean, that'd be great. That'd be a great byproduct, but I don't know what you're here for. I know what I am. I didn't get into stocks so that I can donate more money. I got into stocks so that I could pay my bills without shedding a tear. That's why I got into stocks. I got into my stocks so I didn't have to get a third degree. That's why I got into stocks. I don't know why you're in there, but hopefully it is about making money. We don't have anybody asking any questions right now, so I'm just going to keep going. I have my watch list up over here. Let's take a look at Bitcoin right now because Bitcoin is mirroring everything. Look at that, just like everybody else. Notice one thing about Bitcoin, no day or night, no extended hours because Bitcoin is 24/7. It's 24/7. And that's why I love it, because on the weekends when I got no stocks to trade, I can mess with Bitcoin. Although it's been a while, I still haven't received my taxes from last year. I really wish that the IRS would get on that. I actually got through to them through some weird trick that I learned to actually get someone on the phone. And they basically said, yeah, we can't tell you when you're going to get your stocks. I'm sorry, not your stocks, your refund. You're not going to get any stimulus. You didn't get any stimulus. You're probably not going to get any stimulus. And we just suck at our jobs, so we still haven't done your taxes. I'm like, damn, okay. Thanks a lot. You're useless. Thanks for taking my hard-earned money and spending it on crap I don't want you to spend it on, because I have no say once you take my money that I earned. But anyway, that's talk for another day. We are going back to stocks. Okay, so the S&P 500 index recovering. This is Bitcoin. I'm going to have to separate these out at some point. Walmart should be like $1 million at this point, because I swear I spend that, God, like 6 times that every week at Walmart just for food. Every 2 weeks. I don't want to be exaggerative. I'm actually looking out for Muhammad right now. That's been our #1 fan since the day we started, which is what, a week? 2 weeks ago? I'm not even sure. But he's been coming to the live streams almost every day. Hopefully we see him. Muhammad, calling you out, my man. I want to see you. I want to talk to you. Let's take a look at some AMC posts from StockTwits. I think I have an account here. I got to really get on all these things that are all set up, but I want to talk about this at some point, because this is some crazy deal right here. This blue sphere, we're going to get to that at some point. I still haven't made an actual full-on video. Oh, great. See, that's happening a lot. It's been happening a lot. I've been having some issues. The pressure is building. Hold. We hold and buy. We don't want to see that. Something big is about to go down. Oh, let's see. Hold on. So, AMC. Where was he? Where is it? Let me just see what. Oh, he's on a 5-day? Date range, 5-day, interval, 5 minute. Okay. So is the 5 minute. I thought for a second I was looking at a 5-day chart. Okay, 5 minute. Let's take a look. Let's see. Do we want to draw in here? I mean, what is he doing? So this is over a 5-day period. I see a gap, so he's not using Heikinashi's. Oh, Muhammad, by the way, the gap, I figured out what the issue was. I'm using Heikinashi candles, not regular candles. It's the regular candles that show you the gaps. The Heikinashis basically fill them. You're going to need to use Heikinashis once you start getting into the more extensive indicators. They only work with the Heikinashis, and I'm assuming because there's no gap. So we're going to go to a 5-minute chart, a 5-day time frame. So I'm just trying to match up what that dude made. What is this? What is this? I don't know what that is. It's okay, though. Let's just get AMC here. If it's not. Okay. I mean, AMC should be on every one of my watch lists at this point, just so it's always everywhere I'm looking. 5 minute, 5-day. Yes, there's a little note I made. I'm just trying to emulate this dude's chart and see what this is from. 225. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's on a 5-day. Okay, well, that math doesn't seem to work out for me, but okay. Let's back up. Looks like he was starting at the 25th. I think that's where I drew my legacy trend line. Hit that. All right, and where is he coming up from? He's coming up from, oh, I don't know where he's coming up from, but that's okay. Can I come up from somewhere? Let's see. This is at, oof, this line looks terrible. It's probably because of the 5 minute, but I don't want to move it because it's probably going to come back and meet it once we go back to the 1 minute. This channel was respected pretty well. This was a rising wedge, which then fell, which was bearish. We then went into a falling. Oh, no, we didn't. The 5 minute is strange. I don't really trade the 5 minute. I like to trade the 1 minute. And then I like to look at 5 minutes, not really one I look at, but this is, it looks like this is similar to what this dude, but he's coming down to here. Let's just look at his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't like that, tell you the truth. Yeah, something big is about to go down is right. Hopefully it's not down. Oh, look at that. I look to the right and it is down. So, yeah. Oh, and we're in the mid-range of the RSI, meaning they feel like this is a fair price. Looks like there's some consolidation here. This consolidation started yesterday. Okay. Well, we know what we need. I know this is a busy chart. I'm sorry about that. It just is what it is. Don't like it, then just ask me to change it. And I certainly will. All right. I just like to keep all these. Whenever I draw a resistance or a support from the past or a trend line, I like to extend it forever because it always comes back into play. I might have drew that today, but I'm sure all of these things that I drew in the past will come back later. You will see. You'll see. You'll see when you extend a trend line all the way to the right, you will see that later it will come into play and it will be respected. Why? I couldn't tell you. Algorithms, maybe. Psychology, maybe. I'm not sure. But it does. I know that. I know it does. Let's see what's going on StockTwits. Anybody? See, this is the issue I've been having is that my computer is working fine, but my internet is, well, I mean, I have an excellent connection, but I cannot get certain things to work. Let's take a look at the momentum indicator right now. I like to put this up sometimes when I go on a break. You can see right here now, even this is being a little unresponsive. These are all the most popular tickers that are being checked right now. These are the ones that are moving. This is the count. Whether they're moving up, they're going to be the ones that are moving up are in green. Every time that they move will be another count up. So you'll see a 1, a 2. So here's, for example, Hess 57 times at 74.98. 50. Oh, now it's gone. I'll find it. Hess 56, 74.91. So this is being laggy too. Everything's being laggy. I'm just going to turn the thing off. I am really losing my patience for the lag. If you lag, I'm just going to get it off. I'm just going to shut that one down. Let's see. Yields are still, oh man, they're going up. So unchanged. Okay. Oh, Tesla. Tesla. Okay. Tesla looks like it's actually holding on the 15. Is this what I have here? Yeah. All right. Holding on the 15. Oh, VWAP and the 15 meeting right there. Look at that. It's literally sitting on the VWAP. It's sitting on it. It's like almost got that opposite magnetic when you put the plus and the plus together and they repel. It's just hovering. It was like, all right. So anyway, Tesla, we are hoping is going to recover. I have not too much. I think it's about 3 shares at, whoo, geez, 609. So I think I got one at 570 this morning because I was doing some damage control, which seems to be a lot of my day these days with all of this going on. AMC is back down to the 790 range, but at least it's not bleeding out. Let's take a look at the whole market on Webull. The YouTuber's most favorite charts to use. I personally, I have an account on Webull. I like to use Webull. I think it's colorful and nice, but there's way better things to use, in my opinion. In my opinion. That might have been somebody. It might have not be. It was actually kind of a crappy That was a crappy impression. Okay, so Gamestop. Let's forget this. Let's look at the whole market. All right, so it looks like the markets have went back to where they found some, what is it, support, which is now resistance. And now they're just trying to break through. Look at this. All at once. It's crazy. But it looks like we have green on the heat map through everywhere. I bet if I go down to, nope. Well, 3 months definitely going to be green. February 19th, I think we've been seeing like a slow and steady downturn. What is this? Second Sight Med in the top gainers. Eyes. That's a cool name. 411%. Oh, this is moving right now. Let's just take a look at this for the hell of it. I don't do momentum plays anymore because that's how I get wrecked. Let's take a look. Is there any... No imbalance in the shares, which I usually like to see one way or the other. Oh, wow. Sell walls coming up. This looks nice, though. It would have been nice. This was at 12 o'clock. This was trading at 385. I don't know what caused this to happen. Let's see. 2 hours ago, Second Sight, Medical Products, XLT, Biopharmaceuticals, lead healthcare gainers. Okay. Share triple after FDA approval. So they got an FDA approval. That is a huge catalyst as usual. I don't care about the options right now. I don't really mess with those in this current market, even though I should. Oh, wow. So we're way above their price targets. Look like the inflow is huge. All right. Well, good job, guys. If you were in on that, then you made some money, and I am happy for you. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Let's go back to the markets. Excuse me. Not feeling great today. And let me just speed that up so I can see where I'm at. All right. So looks like we're starting to receive a little bit of pushback right there. Let's go back to a chart. This eyes thing, go check it out if you want. If anybody that's watching wants to talk about it, I'm not interested in it. I'm sure it's great. Looks like they made some stuff, made a good amount of, this is a parabolic move. In about an hour and 10 minutes they did this. So that's awesome. Well, let's see. What is it? It's 110 right now. It started getting parabolic around 12:11. Yeah, so about an hour. They did all this in an hour. They went up to 989 and then they gave back. And now they're, looks like they're riding on, what do I have? The 9, the 50, and the 200. So this is the Zip Trader setup. The Zip Trader setup. Charlie knows what he's doing. I go back and forth. There's a lot of different moving averages that'll work for your needs. I have them set up in different areas on different charts. Pretty much everywhere. So I tend to like the 9, the 50, and the 200 so you can get your golden crosses and your death crosses. At the same time, I really kind of like the 15 and the 200, which Trey does, and I've been liking that. So I've been holding off on that. I've just been using RSI, even though I want to use 900 indicators. Something just went off in my ear. Today's midday summary. Investors buying the dip in a volatile session. All right, so let me read out this news for you. Midday summary. Let's see actually if I can pull it up on one of these many services I pay for. All right, home, afternoon briefing. Okay, so let me move this over. Okay, so I'm literally going to highlight the whole deal. Let's go to right there. I'm going to read that much. So midday summary. Investors buying the dip in a volatile session. Hold on one second. Okay, rock and roll. So now we are back. Midday summary. Investors buying the dip in a volatile session. The S&P 500 is currently up 0.8% in another volatile session. The benchmark index started in rebound mode with a 1.1% gain following stronger than expected jobs growth for February, then declined as much as 1% into negative territory as investors sold into strength. Investors are back to buying the dip. Oh, and what a dip it was. The NASDAQ composite is up 0.1% after being down 2.6% intraday, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 0.7% after being down 0.5% intraday. 9 of the 11 S&P 500 sectors are currently trading higher, none more so than the energy sector, up 3.2%, which continues to follow oil prices at 66.06 cents. Is that per barrel? I think that's per barrel. And I'm not sure which one of those. So up $2.23, up 3.5% higher, and is now up 9.4% this week. The information technology sector is up 0.9%, while the consumer discretionary is down 0.4%, and real estate is down 0.1%. Sectors still trade lower. On the February employment report, the headline non-farm payrolls figure increased by 379,000. This is coming from briefing.com, consensus of 200,000, which the market has interpreted as a good harbinger for future economic growth. The labor market should continue to improve with increasing reopening/vaccination efforts. The 10-year yield, which we were talking about before, I even have it up somewhere. 10-year yield. Well, let's see, where are we? So here's the 10-year yield. I've been showing it randomly, and this is why it matters. And I wish I didn't do that. Okay. And you know what? Let me just include this baby in there. All right. The 10-year yield briefly matched last week's high of 1.61% following the report, but it has since retraced to 1.56%, or 1 basis point higher than yesterday's settlement level. The spike in yields didn't appear to be a deterrent for risk sentiment since stocks opened broadly higher and the rise in, amid the rise in yields. Instead, the disappointing price action after the open contributed to concerns that the growth stock correction had more room to run. It did, but the selling subsided around the close of European markets around 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hedging interest has also subsided as the CBOE Volatility Index trades lower by 3.7% to 27.5 after touching 30.03 at its intraday high. Okay, so that was a mouthful. Let's see. Still no comments, still no questions. Okay, not a problem. So Microsoft, let's see, why am I looking at these? So Microsoft, Alphabet, which owns Google and Facebook, have provided some mega cap support, while Tesla is still struggling with a 5% decline. Tesla shares were down more than 13% earlier today. You're damn right they were. Costco and Broadcom underperformed following their earnings reports. Let's see, reviewing today's economic data. Why not? Why not? The February employment situation report was much better than expected on the payrolls front. The payrolls increased hold on, I am now getting a news alert from CBS News. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, I don't even know who that is. Is she the press secretary? I haven't been looking. Jen Psaki is holding a briefing as the Senate begins an hours-long process to pass President Biden's COVID relief bill. Okay. I wonder if I can play that. Maybe I could play that. Okay, so before I do that, the key takeaway from the report is that it will be seen as a sign of even better things to come for the labor market, which bodes well for growth prospects. The increase in non-farm payrolls was the strongest since October and the best pace for February in more than 20 years, which is encouraging in that it came in front of more states seemingly destined to relax COVID restrictions in coming months as vaccination rates improve. I'm not going to do any of this. I'm going to back out of here. And I'm going to see if maybe we could find, let's see, CBS News. I want to watch CBS News Live. CBS News Live, Biden. All right. No, not days ago. President-elect Joe Biden, CBS News. All right. I'm still new at getting stuff up while I'm talking. Where is the live stream? Live. CBS. Yeah, just give me the regular old CBS. Okay. White House officials hold press briefing.
that passing the rescue plan will create 7.5 million jobs in 2021 alone, and get our economy back to full employment, will help create those, I should say, help get our economy back to full employment 1 year faster. So it certainly will help expedite this effort and put more people back to work and pull us far ahead of that 2-year timeline that Ron Klain outlined.
And then just on some of the compromises that we're seeing coming out of the Senate, the president agreed to limit eligibility for these stimulus checks. He is also now allowing these unemployment checks to be lowered from $400 to $300 a month, even though, of course, there is an extension there until September. But it seems like a lot of these compromises are tailored to the more moderate elements of the Democratic caucus. Is the president concerned at all about losing progressives once this bill goes back to the House? And is there anything that he's looking to do to cater to some of those more progressive demands?
Well, this is an incredibly progressive bill, and I'm happy to outline some specifics on that since you gave me the opportunity. But one additional piece just on the UI compromise, as you mentioned, by eliminating the first $10,200 of UI benefits from taxation for 2020, combined with, of course, the extension through September, this amendment would provide more relief to the unemployed than the current legislation. It's different person to person, of course, but on average, it would provide more relief. So that sounds pretty progressive to me. But you gave me the opportunity, so I just want to highlight a few of the things. And these are examples of why I think this is a package, or we think this is a package that is incredibly appealing to many progressives in the country, and certainly should be to all progressives in the Congress. It cuts child poverty in half, in large part through a historic expansion of the child tax credit. 66 million kids will benefit from the expansion, and not only extends I already talked about that, so I'll skip that over that.
Tell us something that
includes tens
matters.
of billions of dollars for rental assistance and homeowners assistance, which will benefit lower income, disproportionately Black and brown renters and homeowners.
All right,
includes
there we go.
money, as you know, to get shots back in arms so that kids can go back to school. Reopening schools and schools being closed has a disproportionate impact on lower income communities. Those are progressive proposals, progressive ideas, and $1.9 trillion package is certainly a progressive-sized package. And so we are certainly confident, hopeful and confident that we will be able to get support in the House.
And then on the border, could you provide any more details about that trip planned by senior members of the president's team to the border? Who's going? Any more details you can offer on that?
Sure. Well, again, as I like to say, there's a lot going on. So to catch people up who aren't following exactly what you're following, President Biden has asked senior members of his team to travel to the border region in order to provide a full briefing to him on the government response to the influx of unaccompanied minors and an assessment of additional steps that can be taken to ensure the safety and care of these children.
Get to the money.
Concerns, the date and time of this visit will remain confidential, but the White House, and for now, but we will provide a full readout of the visit once it concludes.
So no details on who's going from the president?
I don't anticipate, we certainly will have those details to share with all of you once the visit occurs, but I don't anticipate us doing that in advance.
I wonder, given some of the president's rhetoric on the campaign trail and as president and some of the policies that he instituted, including rolling back some of the immigration policies of the Trump era, is he concerned at all that some of his rhetoric and some of his policies may have, as well-intentioned as they may have been, inadvertently contributed to the rise in migrants that we're seeing at the border, in particular unaccompanied children? And does he have any intention to more forcefully tell those individuals that now is not the time to come, as the Secretary of Homeland Security said last week?
Sure, and as the Secretary also said last week, was that last week? It feels, I'm not sure. I don't know, it may have been this week. As the Secretary said, this is a message we are conveying with every opportunity from the President, the Vice President, from officials in the region, and we're doing that with the full support, of course, of the Department of Homeland Security and resources that we have available. I will say that the big difference, which we certainly understand the outcome, may be an influx, as we've seen, of more children. If you were kicking children out, there's naturally by design, I'm no mathematician, but going to be more children who come in because we believe that policy was inhumane. And we believe that children who are under the age of 18 should be treated with humanity and provide it safety while we consider what the process is moving forward. So we certainly have a different approach. We understand the outcome and the impact of that, but we are using every tool at our disposal, and we will use every official we can to convey clearly this is not the time to come. The majority of people who come are turned away. Families, adults, we're really talking about children, which is I know what you were referencing.
But you do believe that there may be, that part of that rise is due to some of your policies and rhetoric of this administration?
I certainly didn't say that exactly, but all I'm conveying is that obviously we're going to have more kids in the country since we have been letting unaccompanied minors stay, and the last administration immorally kicked them out, in our view. So go ahead.
Jen, thank you. To follow up on a question I asked about these minors yesterday, Reuters is now reporting that Fort Lee is going to be used as a housing facility for some of these minors in Virginia. Can you confirm whether that's true, and if you are considering other military bases around the country?
Well, as we've just been talking about, obviously we recognize the challenge of having these unaccompanied children come across the border, and the influx that we're certainly preparing for and preparing to approach. So of course we have to look for facilities and places where we can safely and humanely have these unaccompanied minors in the interim. That would be the decision of HHS. So I would send you to them, but I don't have anything to confirm in terms of additional facilities at this point.
Got it. And I guess just to follow up on Jeremy, I think, well, I don't want to speak for him, but a lot of Americans are saying that, the surges are happening under President Biden's watch after he reversed some previous policies. So does the administration take any accountability for what's happening?
Who are the Americans?
Well, I know you don't want to answer to him, but the former president just released a statement saying that the Biden administration must act immediately to end the
Oh no, the
nightmare
former
that they have
president.
unleashed
I don't think
on
anybody's
Congress.
trying to
Former
listen to what he's
President
got to
Trump?
say right now.
Yes.
We don't take our advice or counsel from former President Trump on immigration
Yeah,
policy,
I knew
which
she was
was
gonna come back with
not
something like
only
that.
inhumane but ineffective over the last 4 years. We're going to chart our own path forward, and that includes treating children with humanity and respect and ensuring they're safe when they cross our borders. Go ahead.
Can I ask you
Oh,
about
go ahead.
vaccine? Sorry. So the mayor of Detroit has turned away thousands of doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Mayor Duggan is making a mistake? And what is the message to other state and local leaders who might be considering doing the same?
Well, our message broadly is what our health and medical experts have conveyed, Dr. Fauci and all of our COVID team. There are 3 approved vaccines from the FDA. They all are safe, they are effective, they prevent severe disease and death. So anyone who is going to, anyone should
market's
take,
rising
everyone in
higher.
this country, I should say, should take whatever vaccine they have
Whatever
access
she's
to.
saying is
As
not
I understand it,
hurting
the
us.
mayor was going to, our team has been in
AMC
touch
still
with the
sitting at
mayor. There was a bit of a
$7.96.
misunderstanding. He was going to go out and speak
Gamestop
publicly
at
about
138,
accepting vaccines. So I'm not sure if that's happened yet, so I'd certainly point you to that.
Thank you, Jen.
Sure, go ahead.
Thank you, Jen. Are there any discussions within the White House?
I'm gonna make a
about
night trader one of
reversing
these
the
soon
policy
enough.
of allowing all
I just
unaccompanied
never seem to
children
have the time.
In the United States?
No.
None at all. So I guess is the plan then to take in and safely and humanely find a home for an unlimited number of unaccompanied children?
I think this issue requires us taking a step back as human beings and as mothers, of which I am one. I know that there are many in the room or many at home. These kids are coming. They are fleeing prosecution. They are fleeing difficult circumstances in their home country. When they come here, all we're talking about here is ensuring that they are treated safely, they are not trafficked, they are not sent back on a unsafe journey. That's what we're talking about. When these kids come in, it doesn't mean they are ensured that they get to stay. They go through the processing system that everyone goes through. But we want to ensure that that is done by treating them humanely and with respect. Many of them will be
All right,
sent
so we're
back
losing a
home
little bit of
eventually,
stream
but
health.
we're
Maybe
talking
CBS
about,
doesn't like that I'm
how we
streaming
treat
their
them as
stuff.
they
Who
come in
knows?
the country.
Well, and I'm one
Most
too, so I
likely it's just my
certainly
router sucks.
feel for all of these children that are
I have the
fleeing
best
very
plan you can
difficult
get from
situations in
Xfinity.
their homes
There's
to
no
come
reason
here.
for it not to be
But,
working.
you know, the fact remains, you have DHS projecting 117,000 unaccompanied minors by May. And, you know, that brings me to another question.
I thought
You know,
we were
a
going
lot
to
of
talk
these
about
numbers and
stimulus.
these data, they're all coming from leaked documents from DHS, from HHS.
Yeah.
Why doesn't the White House just release these numbers? I mean, don't the American people deserve to get the data straight from you and straight from the White House?
Data of projected numbers in internal documents for policy discussions?
Data about how many unaccompanied children and migrants are crossing the border on a daily basis. I understand eventually it's made public, but why not right now? Why
It is made public by the Department of Homeland Security and the officials who oversee the entire process. It is made public, but we don't, as a policy, make public or confirm private decks and policy documents, as no administration would.
So can you confirm how many illegal border crossings there are on average every day right now?
I would send you to the Department of Homeland Security and CBP, who of course would be overseeing that process.
Okay, and one more question on immigration. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy.
So my
is
news
requesting a
alert
meeting
said
with
that
President Biden
Jen
about
over
this
here,
issue.
Mrs.
He's also
Redhead,
asking President Biden
is holding
to
a briefing as the
acknowledge
Senate
the
begins an
crisis.
hours-long
Will
process to
President Biden
pass
take that
President
meeting
Biden's
and
COVID-19
I'll ask
relief
it
bill.
again. Will he
I thought we were
acknowledge
going to be
the
talking
crisis?
about that.
Well, first, the president and this administration's focus is on digging out of the dismantled and inhumane immigration approach of the last administration. And that's why the president has proposed an immigration bill that would not only address the root causes that Leader McCarthy referenced
I'm gonna
in
see
his
if I could
letter,
find something
but
on
would
C-SPAN.
move beyond the policy of funding
Maybe they're
ineffective
doing a
border
vote or
walls,
something?
by investing in smart security at ports of entry, and
I
would
wanna
also
see
create a
something else.
pathway to
I don't
citizenship.
wanna
And
look
we
at
would
this. This
welcome
is
the openness or
boring me.
desire to engage on that
probably
from
boring the hell
the
out of
leader or
you.
any Democrat or Republican who wants to have a conversation about a constructive path forward. Go ahead.
A couple of follow-ups if I can. First on the AUMF discussion. So right now there are two active AUMFs, 2001 and 2002. The president is in favor of replacing both of them with one, with two. What does that look like?
He wants to discuss a narrow and specific framework moving forward. Obviously, it's outdated. Those are 19 and 18 years old, and that's the discussion he hopes to have in partnership and with the leadership of Senator Kaine, and determine what the approach and framework should be as we look ahead.
Would that then, in moving forward, looking at the sort of the Syria airstrike, for instance, would he have to go to Congress moving forward if he wanted to order another military engagement like that?
Well, and that the Syria airstrikes were, of course, and we had a whole legal process and review, and we're confident in the legal authorities for that strike, and they were the self-defense of U.S. military personnel who were threatened overseas. So, I will leave it to the discussion of the framework moving forward, but I would say that we are confident in both our approach and the authorities we had for those strikes.
And one on infrastructure, if I can.
Go ahead.
I know you're focused on the COVID bill, but when the American Rescue Plan was first introduced, President Biden was very encouraged that there would be bipartisan support for it. It does not appear that there will be any bipartisan support for it. Republicans haven't voted for it yet. What is the level of confidence then on the next big
Anybody that's here right
legislative
now,
agenda item like
I
infrastructure?
would
Were there
love if
lessons
you could
learned
say
in
hi
terms
in the
of
chat. Let me know that you're here and give any questions. I'm trying to load up C-SPAN right now to see if there's some sort of vote
is not determined
happening.
by a single zip code.
That
in
is what I was
Washington,
led to
DC.
believe
It's
from
about
my news
where
alert.
the American people sit and stand, and the vast majority of the American people support the American Rescue
Looks
Plan,
like my
including
internet is starting to
Republicans.
actually work.
And so I think really the question is, why are Republicans in Congress who aren't supporting this package outliers, and
Oh,
where the
Bernie's
American
going on.
public is?
All
And
right, later, lady. Let's get this over here. And let's get you some Bernie. I think Bernie is talking right now. Everybody wants to hear Bernie. And I know that the rich...
women's issue in a very significant way. Not totally, believe me. A lot of men out there who are working for $9, $10, $11 an hour, but disproportionately it impacts women. It is supported by UNIDOS and other Latino organizations, supported by the American Association of University Women, supported by Indivisible, Justice for Migrant Women, the National Domestic Workers Alliance, and the National Women's Law Center.
Voting delayed due to negotiation on next COVID bill vote.
And here is the simple truth.
U.S. Senate is
That
waiting
is
for
that in the richest
$15
country
an
in the
hour
history of the
minimum
world,
wage vote to finish.
we can
Vote
no
42 to
longer
58, 60 needed.
Millions of our workers being unable to feed
Is this
their
a yes to
families
no?
because they are working for starvation wages. And
We
that is
certainly
not
are
what
working
I
for
say,
starvation wages.
although I do say it. It's what the President of the United States says, who very, very strongly supports raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour, and I thank him for his support.
Tell him,
When
Bernie.
we look at the economy, people look at the stock market, they look at a whole lot of indices out there. But at the end of the day, we have to ask ourselves, what is going on in the lives of ordinary people? And it is not acceptable to me that half of our people live in paycheck to paycheck, and millions of people are trying to get by on 9, 10, 11 bucks an hour. And you know what? You can't do that. You can't do
Yeah,
that
you
in
cannot.
Vermont, and you can't do it in California, you can't do it in Minnesota.
Oh, hell no,
do
you can't get through with that.
And our job is to make sure that we have an economy that works for all and not just the few, and that in order to do that, we are going to have to raise that minimum wage to 15 bucks an hour. Frankly, it is disgraceful that Congress has not passed an increase in the minimum wage since 2007. Think of all the things that have transpired since then, but Congress has not raised the minimum wage since 2007. And the reality is that the minimum wage has lost over 30% of its purchasing power since 1968. Minimum
The
wage
S&P
is worth
500
a
is
lot
up
less now than it used to be.
4.25%. I'm sorry, 1.12%.
When we
Dow Jones is up
increase the minimum
1.13%, and the NASDAQ is up 0.8%
We
on
will
the
be
day.
giving over 32 million Americans a much-needed
After that
savings.
nasty correction we saw in the morning,
let's be clear.
Tesla back at 596.
Raising the minimum wage
Let's see,
to
Nokia at
$15 an hour
386, still
is an
disappointing me.
enormously popular idea.
Ooh, HCMC at
60% of the American people
.0014.
in
Still
poll
waiting to
after
hear
poll
to see
support
what we can
raising the
find from
minimum
that
wage
Philip Morris lawsuit.
Since 1998.
BNGO at
This is really amazing.
$6.80.
You know,
I
have
bought
some friends
another
here.
30
They're
at
just, oh my
$6
goodness, how
today, so
radical
that's
can it
real
be?
nice.
Should we raise the minimum wage?
BlackBerry
Oh my
still
God, I'm
disappointingly
scared
at
of the,
$9.35. AMC holding
American
strong at
Restaurant Association.
$7.975.
Well, since 1998,
ADMP at 90 cents. I loaded up more at 80 cents today.
To raise the minimum wage, it
All
has
good
won.
stocks, all stocks that I will be
Conservative
talking
states
about
and
in the
progressive
future.
states. Put it on the
Triterra up to
ballot, it
670.
wins.
Good Lord, thank
Just as
Christ.
one example. In
My trade
November,
price still
this was last
763.
November, election time.
That was another one that I
Joe
started out
Biden
with thousands
lost
of and just had to
Florida.
slowly
Donald Trump
peel
won
off
Florida
every
by
time
3
we
points.
got a little bit in the green.
But in that same
Any questions,
election,
throw them through in the
people
chat
of Florida,
or
I
sit
say
and
that
watch, whatever you
the
want to
two
do.
senators from Florida, 61%
Either way, I'm down.
of the people in Florida voted to raise the minimum wage to 15 bucks an hour. Florida voted for Donald Trump
Wonder if I can load up a watch
and
list.
voted to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. 8 states over the years, 8 states, and over 40 cities have adopted laws to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. It's not a radical idea. And as you know, over just a few days ago, the House of Representatives did the right thing and voted to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. This is not a radical idea. People want it, states have done it, the House of Representatives have done it, and now it is our turn to do what the American people want. Now, in the last few days, I have heard some concerns from my colleagues about one part of our amendment, and that is the provision to raise the tip wage, which now stands, I want everybody to hear that, tip wage for waiters and waitresses and all those people who get tips, now stands at $2.13 an hour. No, you did not mishear me. $2.13 an hour.
Trying to get this smaller.
The federal minimum wage for waiters and waitresses, for barbers, for hairstylists, for parking attendants, and others. And that tip minimum wage has not been raised since 1991, 30 years ago. You think maybe it's time to raise the tip wage from $2.13 an hour past 30 years ago? I think so. The proposal in this legislation would raise that tip wage from $2.13 an hour to $14.95 over a 7-year period. Now, time and again, our legislation gets misrepresented. People say, oh, you're raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour tomorrow. No, we are not. Tip wage is going to take 7 years. For better or worse, that's what it is. Now, the National Restaurant Association, very powerful lobbying organization, has suggested to members of Congress that this legislation is opposed by restaurant workers and would be harmful to their interests. This is not true. One Fair Wage, an organization representing service employees, has just delivered to the White House a petition with 140,000 signatures from service workers who are demanding that they receive the same minimum wage as every other worker in their state. Polling among service employees and non-service employees also supports the reality
HCMC coming
that
up.
Americans want our waiters and waitresses and
Wow.
other service employees to get a fair minimum wage. Now, I have heard from some people that those people who are working in the service industry are doing really well, and they don't want an increase in the federal minimum wage. The tips that they are receiving are covering all of their needs. Leave well enough alone, they say. Well, today, 70% of tip workers are women who suffer from 3 times the poverty rate of the rest of the U.S. workforce. They are not doing so well. They use food stamps at double the rate of the general workforce and suffer, by the way, from the highest rates of sexual harassment of any industry because they must tolerate inappropriate customer behavior to get the incomes that they need. Further, and this is important, and I want all of my colleagues to hear this, the idea of moving tip wages to the same level as the overall minimum wage is not a radical idea. It has been done in state after state. It already exists in 7 states in our country, including California, Oregon, Washington, Nevada, Montana, Alaska, and Minnesota. And I should point out that all of those states experienced a growth in the number of small businesses and restaurants after they abolished the tip minimum wage. And guess what? Waiters and waitresses in these states receive more tips, not less. And let's be clear, this pandemic has made a bad situation worse for waiters and waitresses. So right now, Madam President, it is absolutely imperative that we raise that minimum wage to a living wage for all of our workers, and that we raise the tip wage as well, which is already law in 7 states of the country right now. And
That from earlier, the Senate voting on amendments to the nearly $2 trillion COVID-19 relief plan. They've only heard one amendment introduced so far, one by Budget Committee Chair Bernie Sanders, increasing the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour over 5 years. Senators have rejected that. 60 votes
AACG
are
is
needed for
looking at
passage
smoke
right now.
time at
It's
$4.20.
Normally,
ADMP
they would
90
be
cents.
announcing the results
AMC
of this vote,
broke $8.
as
We are
the
sitting
vote
at
tallying has,
805.
finished, but it's being held up
805. Looks
while
like just as
senators
many buyers
negotiate
as
the
sellers.
substance of the next amendment vote.
Not
Senate
even
Republicans
on.
say they have filed more than 100
Let's go look at all stocks.
Majority
Whoa,
Leader Chuck
all
Schumer
stocks.
has told senators that they will be
HCMC
late
is on the
voting
top
one
of all
amendment after
stocks?
another
What?
until they get to final passage.
You
expected
know
late
that we are
tonight.
bleeding out
Of
today if
course, live coverage
HCMC
of
is
all
up
those
there
votes
with
will be here
all
on
of them.
C-SPAN 2. Earlier, Senator Alex Padilla came to the floor just before this vote to say this.
President, I rise today in support of working men and women across the country.
Oh, you're full of
And I'm
crap.
proud to stand with Senator Sanders.
You're all full of
who has
crap.
been a champion for working people. Let me be clear.
I'm going to get some more coffee. I'm going to put you guys on mute. Any
wage
questions, throw them through to the
is
chat. This is
COVID
Bobby Knight, the
relief.
Night Trader. We are live streaming
The
the,
COVID-19 pandemic
looks like a
has
$15
highlighted
hour
the
minimum
immense
wage vote. We're waiting for that to
underlying
finish.
inequities
Voting delayed due
in
to
our
negotiation on next COVID bill
has
vote.
also
We want to see the
driven
COVID bill vote,
how
and we want to see that
essential
pass with that
workers
stimulus.
are
We want to
to our
see that
society
money
and
come
to our
straight into
economy.
the market and blast these
Millions
babies
of Americans do
all
essential
into the
work,
stratosphere.
but are not paid a living wage. They work as home health aides, assisting elderly family members meet their basic needs with dignity. They produce our food, stock our grocery shelves, keep facilities clean and safe, care for our children, and so much more so that we can go to work. They're on the front lines of this pandemic, risking their health, yet still struggling to keep themselves and their families healthy. They shouldn't also have to struggle to keep a roof over their heads and food on their table. Both of my parents worked jobs that are considered essential today. For 40 years, my father worked as a short order cook. For the same 40 years, my mom was a domestic worker. And it's people like them all over America who work hard with dignity, yet still struggle to make ends meet. That is not the American dream. Far from it. It's finally time that Congress does something about it. There is strong bipartisan support throughout the country for raising the minimum wage. I'm proud to say that my home state of California has been a leader in the fight for 15. And just this past year, the voters of Florida, yes, Florida, the state that voted for Donald Trump not once but twice, approved a $15 minimum wage by a 20-point margin. That's because it is Americans, both Democrats and Republicans, who know that one of the most straightforward ways we can help working people is by raising the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour. Now, California is a big state. We're a very diverse state, full of diverse communities with local variations in cost of living and local business conditions, just like the rest of the country. And let me tell you, the sky did not fall when California enacted a $15 minimum wage. Now, I know some of our colleagues have argued that raising the federal minimum wage would reduce employment opportunities for American workers. The facts show otherwise. 40 years of studies have found little to no significant impact of wage increase.
All right, everybody. That's not really what we're looking for right now. It's not doing anything to the market, so we're just going to back out of it. Let's see. Whew, don't want to see that. AMC short interest. Let's get back to the charts. If anybody has any questions, please refer to the chat. Nobody's talking. That's fine. Anybody has anything to say, please refer to the chat and just go ahead and ask, and I will answer your questions. So, all right, let me just take a look. Oh, Tesla back at 600. Tesla back in the sixes. Ah, I shouldn't have said anything. Tesla is back in the sixes. Do we want to throw a triangle on Tesla? I am $9 away from being profitable on Tesla. That was only supposed to be a quick day trade. Not trying to make that a swing trade. Don't mind owning Tesla for the long term, but with what's going on in the market these days, I need to pull all the green I can, especially with this and this. And tell you the truth with this is actually destroying me. AMC, GameStop, fine. I'm fine being in. I should have left BlackBerry and Nokia alone. Should have left it alone. That's the problem when you depend on other people to get things done. More often than not, they let you down. So, you know, I'm sure all the other YouTubers are, you know, diamond hands and everything's so great and blah, blah. That is just not realistic. Maybe this will happen. Maybe the gamma squeezes will happen again. Maybe the short squeezes will happen again. Great. We need to trade this like it's any other trading day. Like Wall Street Bets doesn't even exist now. Yes. Do I have a bunch of stuff about Wall Street Bets in my thumbnails? Yes, because it's a big part of the conversations right now. But we want to continue trading like we were trading before Wall Street Bets did its massive squeeze on GameStop and AMC. And, you know, I just don't recommend getting behind any other meme stocks besides GameStop, BlackBerry, and that's only BlackBerry. Honestly, BlackBerry and Nokia, I wouldn't buy those if I wasn't already in them. I'd leave them alone. But AMC and GameStop is part of the movement. I do recommend getting in with those. Not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. But at the end of the day, I think the train is going to move on those, whereas BlackBerry and Nokia seem to just be getting left in the dust. There is kind of an upward channel right now on Nokia, but this has been nothing but a dog since, I mean, I've been losing since the day I bought it. And that was like, the RSI was under 30. It just doesn't make sense. Probably because it's being unusually attacked. All right, that's bullish. The only problem is that we're going to retrace, I think, before we get the break out. Okay, I got a bullish wedge forming. Oh, wait a second. 1, 2, 1, 2. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so if we don't break through here, we are coming back to either 382 or worse. If we do break, we're going to find some resistance at 389. 2 cents. All right. Anybody have any questions? Feel free to bring them into the chat. We will be discussing any and every stock on the market. I don't like this RSI. This is why I'm led to believe that we will come back down in Nokia. If you see anything with a red flag next to it on my positions list, that means that I was in it and I am now out of it, but I'm looking to get back in. Let's see, are these all accurate? Yes, I am in these plays. I got out of XL at 2150. Thank God. Viru, I think I got out about 1415. Vale, I actually got out lower than this, so we're not going to talk about that. I went on this after a dead inside recommendation. Should not have done that. He's a genius. His stuff is great, but everything he's recommended has just been destroying me. Except for Bingo. I made a lot of money off of Bingo. I want to thank him for that. But do not blindly, I mean, he even says, do not blindly jump into anything. But I'll tell you, even after you do your due diligence, still wait. This market can do anything. The only thing I trust at this point is that price action respects trend lines. That's it. Not a financial advisor. That's not financial advice. But price action respects trend lines, and RSIs over 70 tend to go down. RSIs oversold under 30 tend to go up. Those are the three little things that I can guarantee. Everything else is up in the air. Not a single comment. Okay, anybody want to say anything? We are down to do some due diligence. Besides that, we're just watching the market. We basically, let me go back and see what the Senate, error code on the Senate. Looks like my internet is still garbage. Maybe they stopped the stream.
Today,
Let's see. That's not a good indicator of anything. Pause that. Tesla banging back at 603. Thank you, Tesla. Keep going. Keep going. I have to damage control. I've been doing damage control for days. I haven't been going into stocks I wanted for days. And these are such beautiful prices. These are such beautiful prices. Prices are beautiful. We are on a fire sale. Can I say that we will not go down Monday again? I don't know. I thought today we were going to go up. I didn't think we were going to take a complete dump. And these freaking yields definitely have a good part of it. Maybe we'll check out a few other resources. But like I said, right now, I am up. Looks like once again, AMC is fighting with the $8 mark. Little note, let's not do this. All right, so we have been live streaming for an hour and 17 minutes. I do not have any questions as of yet. I am still looking for Adam Mohammed, my number 1 and number 2 fans, and who I consider friends at this point since they have been there for a few of our streams. If you guys come in, just go ahead and drop a comment in there so I know you're there. You can like it, don't like it. You could subscribe, don't subscribe. That's fine either way. I am just getting my YouTube legs going. Once I have all of my stuff set and ready to rock, once I really know what I'm doing, once I've got the editing down pack, my SEO down pack, and I start making actual videos that aren't live, then I will begin to hassle you to subscribe. Until then, do whatever you want. I just want people to be there for the ride with me. This whole channel started because I was looking for somebody to trade along with when we were looking at a huge bloodbath. Nobody was streaming at the time, and that is how we were birthed as a channel. I know there's probably a few other dudes right now, few very respectful dudes out there, or very respected dudes out there streaming, and I recommend checking them out as well. A lot of good opinions here on YouTube. Now, as far as the everything is roses with AMC and GameStop, you're not going to get that here. Because that is holding and hoping, and we don't do that. Like I said, you can call me whatever you want, but once we see 20 on AMC, I'm dumping half my position. It can go to 1 million. I don't give a crap. I want half of my money back. I'm sick of looking at down 5,000, down 6,000. So they can say they're doing whatever. That's what I'm doing. Don't like it, don't do it. Everybody has to do what's best for them. The movement is not for everybody. The movement is for people that can sit and watch a portfolio go down $10,000 and not even lose a breath. $10,000 is not a small amount of money to me. GameStop, maybe these will. I'm hoping they will. I'm not going to throw a date out. I don't believe in none of that at this point. I've been seeing dates fail left and right. And at the end of the day, you know what you're banking on for these to blow up, GameStop and AMC? You're banking on other people, not you. You just have to hold, and they just have to hold. What if they don't want to hold? What if they have a medical procedure they need to pay for? What if their kid needs to get their college paid for? What if their mortgage is due and they've went all in? I can't put my hard-earned money on the line. Long term, short term, sure, we'll see what happens. But long term, I don't trust y'all are going to hold. That's just me. I'm not going to sit here and spit out all this lovey-dovey, wishy-washy, we're going to become millionaires. That is not how it works. I wish it was. That'd be great. I have 1.2 million HCMC, which I overbought. Oh, man, it would have been great to get in there. And then, honestly, I'd have got out there. Bought back there. Sold there. Bought back there. Let it ride. This whole hold and hope, it's just bad advice. It's bad advice. Movement, da-da-da-da-da. Yes, I want a diamond hands. I want to screw the hedge funds. Here's the deal. They have billions of dollars. Maybe they'll lose 20 billion. Guess what? They got another 500 billion. Another 200 billion. Who are you proving anything to? Yeah, we're proving that they're scumbags. Guess what? The SEC doesn't care. They don't care. They know. They're doing investigations into the retail investor. They want to stop OTC's pink sheets from being traded. Why? Because we're making money. They're full of crap. The SEC, I mean, maybe one day if this YouTube blows up, maybe I'll have to deal with them like Dead Inside has when he was halting stocks. But until then, that's my opinion. Y'all are shady as hell. Y'all are shady as hell. You know what the hedge funds are doing, and you don't care. You either don't care, you're in on it, or you've been paid off. End of story. I don't trust you. I don't trust government officials. I just don't. Do I think that there's a bunch of aliens running around running things? I didn't say that. But do I think that greed is a big motivator in the SEC and in the government? Oh, yeah. Just like it is in the stock market. So it's human nature. Power. What's the power saying? Hold on. I don't want to get this. Here we go. Oh, yeah. I should have known this. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Looks like arose as part of a quotation by the expansively named and impressive hirsute John Emmerich Edward Dahlberg. Action? Oh, Acton. First Baron Acton, born in 1834, died in 1902. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. It's a fact. What's this? Power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Great men are almost always bad men. Woo. Nothing about women, huh? I guess they're just the best. Okay. I can believe that. I can believe that. AMC dipping back down under $8 yet again. Sitting at $7.94. Sitting at $7.94. What the hell am I doing? I don't want to look at this. AMC short interest. Let's see. Has it? Nope. Still 300,000. But I gotta get a subscription to this. How much is it? I've just been paying for so much crap, and like when you're not getting monetized and you're doing all for the channel, you're just like, oh, I don't really need this to trade. Oh, that's not bad. Build annually. So like 250 or something. 261. Oh, quarterly. Okay. Maybe I'll do that just to try it. I think I'm going to maybe do that. I tried Ortex, like Trades used. I didn't like it. It didn't have anything I need. I even sent them a message. I was like, how come you don't have any information on my stocks? They're like, your stocks aren't big enough or important enough. I was like, thanks. Your service isn't big enough or important enough, so I canceled it. Fintel, though. I don't know. He's the only one that uses Ortex. I don't know. I tried it. I didn't care for it. There is so much stuff. There is so many sites. So many resources to use. Oh, I spend tons of money on TradingView. I love TradingView. This is where I started. I was doing Bitcoin, watching the Bitcoin YouTubers in 2016, and every dude was rocking and rolling. And it looked just like that. Everybody's using this. Here, let's go back in time. Everybody. You pulled up a crypto YouTuber, you were looking at this. Maybe it wasn't Kraken. It was most likely Bybit, but I don't know how they're getting away with that. You're not even supposed to use that in America. So, I don't know. And they're definitely American. For the most part. You know, Ivan on Tech sure isn't. That dude's Russian, but who knows? I mean, I think maybe he's from Finland. I'm not even sure. Let's go, 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 go. I come to you like an atomic clock every day. I love watching that dude. I haven't watched him in a minute because I've been kind of sitting to the side with Bitcoin just because the market, the stock market's been like crapping all over my face. Let's go back to... I mean, it looks pretty, but I like a brighter I'm tired as it is. I need a little bit brighter. I don't want things. I mean, look. Oh, what's this? I'm noticing an upward channel right here. Oh, Joseph. Looks like we actually have a chatter. Banter that requires no on-screen content would be awesome. Banter that requires no on-screen content would be awesome. What looks good? What do you mean? What is it you're specifically looking for? So you want me to talk, but you don't want anything on screen? Oh, on-screen context. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. I read that wrong, Joseph. That requires no on-screen context would be awesome. What looks good? Let's take a look. You talking about stocks, I assume. I mean, I could talk about anything. Let's see. Let's forget positions and let's go to a nice big watch list. Now there's going to be a bunch of stocks and a bunch of crypto in here. You know what? Let's see. I do need some on-screen context because that's how I find stuff. Now, here's another thing. I canceled this for now, but I might go back to it. I have it for another 2 months. Let's go to the screener. Let's go to all. Let's go to a low cap pop. And let's see what might pop. Okay, so looks like I already have these descending from volume. Ooh, Israel. XTL Biopharmaceuticals. 440, 50% up. So this must have been 220. Let's take a look. Okay, I'm trying to go in there. XLB. Ooh, what happened here? Some sort of news must have happened. 1%. None of these are great. Not good, not good. Shares outstanding is going up. We don't like that. I don't see any news since 2018. Okay. Oh, context. Unless it's pertinent, what are chances for GME at 150? Oh, chances for GME at 150 are great. We were at 200 a couple days ago. Well, we're definitely going to come back there, especially with GameStop was showing so much strength. I think we almost hit 150 today. Let's go back. GameStop. So here's today. 151. Looks like what was our... So here's where we popped. This is right after 5. This is pre-market. Pre-market from 7. I don't know why it doesn't start at 4, because 4 on Webull. I just wish I had. Hold on, I just had an alert come through. You know, all of a sudden, my phone is giving me this weird ding-dong type thing, and I'm not sure what the alert's for. Chances for GME at 150 are real good. We're sitting on top of... What time is it? All right, so it's 2 o'clock. We are 55 minutes from our power hour. It's 2:05 right now. It looks like the last time we got rejected was at 143. All we really need is some volume coming in. We need to stay above this 200. If we stay above this 200 EMA, and then we blast over this 15-day MA, we want to ride the MA up. So this needs to, hopefully once we get around 35 on the RSI, we'll turn around and we're almost there. We are sitting on the 200. We are sitting on the 200. Is this a 1 minute? Okay. Get this out of my face. Let's see. I know there's a lot of lines. Just mind the lines. I let them go on forever. That's just how I do it. This is bullish. I don't want to draw that many more lines because I got a lot of legacy lines, but I do want one right here just because it's a daily situation. Look at that RSI turning around as we speak. Are you trying to sell at 150? Because if you are, I would put it in. You can. I think it'll go back there. You might be pissed if it keeps going up. It's been a real weird day. Not financial advice, but this is bullish. We already have 3 touch points on there. We already have 1, 2 here. Lowering in volume, positive on the 1 minute to the green. I might want to throw a VPVR in here. And maybe even save it. Context, unless it's pertinent, what are the chances for GME at 150? Very good. Over a 50% chance. Looks like we are bouncing up. We got to get over this 15-day. We got to get over this 15-day. And we got to up our volume. Let me take a look at my volume on... I'm going to have to look at my phone. Or maybe the iPad, AMC... Oh, yeah, let me look at the iPad. I had to turn off my cameras because my internet sucks right now. Volume. 43,905,000 rising sharply. But we're still down on AMC. So let me go back to my positions. Let me get to Gamestop. That was the volume on AMC. Gamestop. Volume rising, but still almost like half of AMC's. Honestly, with what GameStop was doing this morning, let's see. So Joseph, what's your are you looking to sell at 150? What's your goal for 150? Let's see. This is yesterday. So we stair-stepped yesterday, broke it. This is all rising. This has been holding. The support has been holding. We're just riding these lines. We break this 142. We got a lot of resistance to break. But if we can get on this trend line, woo-wee, and stay above it, and stay above the 15. And right now they're saying this is indicating that the relative strength index is indicating that this is a fair price. This is consolidation. All right. This is consolidation. I think we could break up above. We got to get over this 15. Joseph, what are you trying to do at 150? Are you trying to sell? Are you trying to buy more? What are you trying to do? But as far as us getting back there, I mean, it's super possible. So we were only a $5 difference from the pump, and then another pump later in the day. Got destroyed after hours. Came up a little bit pre-market, destroyed. Bam, bam, up. And then we've just been down. Overall on the macro, I don't want to say that. Overall on the longer term, it's really just the 2-day. We are in an upward channel. Oof. Sloppy. Don't be sloppy. Sometimes I'm sloppy and I don't like it. I'm not going to leave these. Just because I got too many freaking lines as it is. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Thank you. I mean, we could throw that as another line of support for, coming in from yesterday, a nice legacy support from yesterday. Will it matter? Possibly. We got to break this, my man. But we got a good chance. We got a good chance for GameStop to break back at 150. Not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, but we got a good chance. Anybody have any other questions? Joseph, do you have any other questions? Whatever you need, brother, I'll look it up. You know what? Let's look at the short interest on GameStop. I'm going to start paying for this, I think. I'm going to make sure it doesn't show like it was, I guess, on Ortex and stuff like that, but I don't know. I didn't dig it. Let's go, 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 go. Maybe I'm just not. And just like that other dude that sounds like that, I got some heart problems too. But I was born with them. I didn't just figure them out later. So you actually got to live your whole life with a working heart. I was born with one that didn't work. So I got you on that, brah. How that man got the subscribers that he got in a 2-month period. I even tried to analyze it. It's very similar to the Meet Kevin rise from last year. Like Meet Kevin was doing his thing, but after stimulus came out and he made all those stimulus videos, he drastically blew up. And then, you know, Trey getting monetized in like a month. That's like, I mean, he seems like a good dude. I'm sure he deserves it, but it makes me jealous. Super jealous. 3-4 short vol. Oh God, that's yesterday though. I would like today. 1 hour ago, 10.7% is the. Ooh, that's getting high. That is getting high. Just got an alert from Stock Tracker. BlackBerry daily move down by more than 3%. New price $9.19. Thanks. I already knew. It's like you want the alerts and they're great from when you're out, and then you get pissed off when you're already staring at the screen. You're like, you don't need to tell me, I'm looking. All right, we are rocking and rolling right now. Let's see. So that's the short interest. Oh, is that AMC still? I could have swore I put in GameStop. What am I missing? Oh, spelled it wrong. Interest. Interest. There we go. And I always claim to be a really good, have a really good vocabulary and be able to spell things. All right. Short interest on GameStop. Let's see. Is it 1 billion%? 1 million. Over 1 million shares available to short. Short borrow interest rate 1.74. I mean, it's over 1, so I guess that's good. Short volume ratio going up because it's going up, down, and I know that I'm going to get you some money. I don't know the words of that song. Sorry. I just butchered it. But I don't care. All right, 26.07 short volume, 8 million. Ooh, doubled. And that was from 2 days ago to yesterday. I don't see anything for today. I guess that's why they want you to subscribe, which I most likely will. I'll tell you what, if I get to nothing, like what do I have, 15 subscribers? If I get to 20 subscribers today, I'll pay for this. It's not like it's going to help me get paid, but if I get just 5 more subscribers today, there we go. I even said an hour ago I would never do that. But if I get 5 subscribers, that's just for me. So that'll be just a note for me. That won't be a call out to you. If I personally get 5 more subscribers today and hit 20, I'll pay for this and have it for at least, what was it? They had a quarterly and a yearly. I remember the yearly was 261. So 75. 75.75 is 150, so that's 300. So what, you save $39? Wow. Yeah, I'll get the quarterly one just to make sure it's worth it. And if it is, then I will switch. But, like I said, oh God, Tesla, what are you doing? Tesla coming back to the downside, but RSI showing strength to the up. Volume sucking. God, I almost want to pull up somebody else's live stream, but you can't do that. Just to compare what they're talking about. All right, so any questions? No questions. We already answered Joseph. Anybody else have any questions? Anybody want me to look at anything specific? Because I'm about to take a break if nobody says anything. I mean, it's a double top-ish. Looks like it's about to be a triple top-ish. This, if it was up here, would start possibly being a head and shoulders. It's not. It's an M. It's not the you-know-what W. It's actually the opposite. Love to see that. Oh, you know what? We are forming a W. If we come there, possibly there is some hope in sight for the raising price. What is this? I keep getting that beep. Oh, it's stock alerter. Dow jumps more than 400 points in wild reversal as economic comeback plays rally. All right. Okay, so let's get... I'm going to take a break. There's not a lot I can just come up with out of the, from the top of my head with nobody asking anything. So I pretty much did what I had to do as far as my making sure that I'm not getting screwed in the market. I'm having some good rebounds. Tesla disappointing me a little bit, but whatever. I got like 3 shares of that. Gamestop is still holding at 141 range. AMC holding strong at 790 at least. Let's maybe get a couple of those up. And then I'll take a break. I never actually looked at this one. Well, that's kind of weird. What if I got rid of all the drawings? AMC, GameStop. No, I don't like that. I just want a nice 4. Is there a 4 anywhere? There's a 4. There we go. So AMC. Then we could... There we go. AMC there. GameStop will stay there. Let's just do the meme stocks that I own. BlackBerry. And Nokia. So you can get an idea of where all your meme stocks are. Let's get this out of the way. Any questions? No questions. Still rocking and rolling. My rig is still up and running. I am mining Bitcoin. Or you know what? That's a lie. I'm not mining Bitcoin. I'm selling hash power currently. I'm on NiceHash selling hash power. Because mining is a huge pain. And NiceHash, if you ever want to pay me, I will totally push your service because it's super easy to use. I know you had that hack a couple years back. But it seems like you've figured it out since then on how to stop that from happening. I recently pulled out 5,500 worth of Bitcoin from just my mining wallet, just getting mined. It is worth it. If you have some GPUs lying around or you know how to build a rig and you're interested in crypto, I highly recommend it. Not a financial advisor, not financial advice. Although... how could you sue me for telling you that building a miner would be cool? I'm sure somebody could figure out a way. Some sneaky bastage. All right, so AMC. Oh, crap. All right, undid. All right, AMC, do not drop below 770 or we have issues. BlackBerry. Nice and useless as usual. Nokia. Your chart looks as nice as your phones. Okay. GameStop. GameStop really the hero today. I expect it to break the highs. Like Joseph was asking before, I expect us to break 150. If we don't, then we don't. I mean, we're looking for what? 500, 1,000 anyway, right? Some crazy number. Because we just believe everything we see online. Diamond hands, diamond hands. Whatever. Give me money. I want hands made of money. I mean, they could be made of diamonds, but then how am I going to sell them if it's my hands? This is not the hold and lose money until the rest of the group makes it trader. This is night trader. Half because of the last name Knight and half because I do a lot of crap at night. All right, another ding in my ear. BlackBerry, daily move down more than 3%. New price 916. BlackBerry and Nokia. You are not Apple. God, who chose this? No wonder I know Wall Street Bets chose it. I mean, I would have probably, I don't short things, but if I did, those would probably be my choices too. God, you are dogs. GameStop and AMC, all that matters in my mind in the meme stocks. I'm about to cut these things for a freaking loss at this point. I'm sick of looking at them. All right. Anybody have anything to say? Any questions? Anybody? Nobody. Okay, not a problem. Thank you, Joseph, for talking in the chat. At this point, we are so young in this channel that anything at all is appreciated as far as just some engagement. You don't have to send me money. You don't have to do anything. Just show me you're here. Talk to me. All right, so GameStop showing some strength. Nokia showing some. Actually, it is on an upward channel. Not bad. BlackBerry looks like it's trying to commit suicide. AMC looks like a W is forming. Looks like a W. Double U is forming. And that's that. All right, so we are 2:25. We have an hour and 35 minutes in the regular market hours and then another 4 hours after that to see what happens. Oh, looks like I switched. I am going to go back here. I'm going to take a quick break. I don't see anybody asking any questions. If anybody has any questions, just go ahead and leave them in the chat. And if you are here and watching, just know that I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it so much. You have all these choices. I see these other dudes. They've been on for a while. They got 7,000 people watching, 6,000 people watching. They got great content. I'm just striving to be like them. I'm just striving to be that good. You know? I got some knowledge too. I got some experience. I got a Bitcoin miner in case you want to talk crypto. I built that baby 4 years ago. I was buying Bitcoin not as long as some of these dudes, but since 2016. I mean, that's good, right? It's not last year or this month. I'll tell you, people have been coming up to me and being like, tell me about Bitcoin. I'm like, you're late. You called me crazy 3 years ago. You can kiss my you-know-what, my butt. I want to curse so bad, but I really want to get monetized at some point. I know I'm not going to get the same good guy reputation as some of these people, but whatever. I'm tired of listening to that Disney crap. It's like, we get it. You want to be everybody's, It's like Kevin Hart. It's like the dude don't want to make anybody mad. Be real. Some of the dudes are real too. It just goes to show you how good some people can be. I'm not that good. I don't want to be that good. Just me. That's why we have all different types of people. Ooh, without a magnet. Wait, it's without a magnet, right? Yeah. They don't really work anyway. All right, we are looking at some prices. Any comments? Any comments? No comments. That's fine. Let's see. Is there anything in the news? Oh, bond yields dropping. Wait, where did they drop? I know they were 1.55. Oh, no. Screw you, bond yields. You're for old people. Bonds. I think my great-grandmother gave me bonds from like the 20s. Get that crap out of my face. Care about your bonds. I'm trying to make it what stonks. And bitcoins. I mean, I'm old, but I still look at old people as old. I mean, I'm not old. But I'm definitely not in high school. All right, so what else do we want to look at? Anything specific? Let's go back to the screener. Let's just look at any patterns at all. Let's see. Any patterns? Patterns. Any of them? Let's look. Let's just go for a pop. Wall Street pop, 100. Let's see. Volatility, float short. Nothing. Okay. Still this crap. Biotech, my original degree. Oh, I thought that was Abiomed for a second, but I guess they're not. They're ARCA Biopharma. They're 398. They're definitely not Abiomed. I'm not messing with any momentums today. Oh, let's see. Technical. Let's see, patterns. Any patterns? I'm just going to go back to the main page, the top gainers. This heat map looking crazy. Looks like a lot of green coming back. Here's my Weeble. Not available. Oh, shut up. Markets for Weeble. There you go, just like everybody else. They all do the same crap. Alright, all stocks. Nah, let's just look at my positions. Ooh, Triteris coming back. FTW coming back. GameStop still killing it. HCMC living. BNGO, you better buck up. I got a decent amount of money in you on Ameritrade. Actually, I probably already made what I needed to make off of BNGO, but long term, they're going to be a big deal, I think. This was a dog. Should have never gotten to that momentum play. BRN, get out as soon as you can. Not financial advice, but screw that stock. AACG, another momentum play. I went in. Get out of that thing as soon as you can. I don't know what their issue is. That was stupid. That was when I was trying to chase momentum plays. I'll never do that again. That's like trying to chase meme stocks and hoping everybody else holds. It's not the best decision. But, you know, people like hearing fairy tales. Look at this market. This looks like what happened in March 23rd during the pandemic. And then we were like, it's going to come back. It's going to go down. Nope. Up, little bit of a correction. Nope. Little bit of it. Nope. Little bit of it. Nope. We're going to go. Nope. Back up. Back up. Back up. They're like, it's going to be a rainbow soon. They're all going to be in the same area. Looks like you guys aren't doing too well. Whoa. I bet these few red ones feel pissed. All right. Eyes is still in the top gainers, but in the sixes now. Ooh, 536 would have been a nice spot. I'm not, like I said, I don't know this company. I'm not doing that anymore. Get out of here. I'm not doing that momentum chase. Just Not for me. It's not for me. All right, well, nobody else is coming in to ask any questions right now. I got charts everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and put these up. And you know what? Does anybody even care about BlackBerry and Nokia right now? Besides me, who's trying to get the hell out of them? I don't think they do. I'm going to bust this back to 2. AMC, GME. Pretty much all that matters. Make it smaller. Get it on half the screen. Nope. I'm just going to go here. Add a Mometic. Oops. Momo. I got the stock app on my phone. It's awesome. You basically just put in your portfolio and it tells you immediately what's going on. All right, so Mometic we're going to put over here. And we'll back this up a little bit. Now, Mometic is interesting. I'm actually going to turn off, well, this is saying that it's green all around. I'm going to turn off the quotes. Ugh, come on. Yes, I'll wait. So here you can see the Discovery Pro. This is, oof, scary. This is showing you all the biggest movers on the entire market. There's the only thing that is restricting this is that it's on the 1 day. But besides that is every stock available. Here's your alert history. This is going to tell you what's halted, what's volume spiking, anything that's halted or resumed trading. That's going to be here in your alert history. Popular tickers are going to be right there. And all right, I got rid of a few things. This is the stream. Anything in the green is going up. Anything in the red is going down. But I cannot get this baby to load. Let me just neaten up these charts. At any point, we will load. And let me get my B right back loaded up. All right. Oh, there we go. Green, red. Oh, come on. Let me see what my streaming strength is. Still excellent. Just got another alert. Oh, it's about BlackBerry. BlackBerry is moving down as usual. All right, so I just want to position this a little bit better. So you can see we got a lot of strength in the NASDAQ, the Dow, and the S&P 500. This is your counts for the amount of time that this is your ticker symbol, the counts that it has shown up, and the rising price. Same thing over here, except lowering price. So SQQ at 59 times was 1515, 60 times mentioned 1514, 61 times mentioned 1513, 62 times mentioned 1512, and you get it. So this gives you a little idea of what's happening in your discoveries. And of course, the second it loads, we get an error. We are losing our smooth streaming. Not a big deal. I am going to pull up some stuff, play some music for you guys, and then I will be back momentarily. All right. Looks like just looking at my email. Sorry. All right. Now, let me go ahead and throw on some music. Mute this mic. Any messages, please leave in the live chat. I will get to them when I come back. And let me move this for now. And let's get some music going. I'll be back.